Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says there are two angels in the skies who have no task other than one making dua and one cursing. مَا لَهُمَا عَمَلٌ, they have no other duty other than one saying, Allahumma a'ti munfiqan khalafa. Oh Allah, whoever gives on your name, give him a better substitute. And the other one saying, Allahumma a'ti mumsikan talafa. Oh Allah, the one that hoards, destroy his wealth instantly. Allah destroy his wealth. It comes in the hadith al-Qudsi when Allah decorated Jannat, shaqqa fiha anharaha. Allah caused the rivers to flow. Dalla fiha thimaraha. Allah let the fruit hang in Jannat. Then Allah addressed as Jannatul Firdaus. And Allah said, Takallami, speak. What do you have to say, O Firdaus? When I have designed you and decorated you. So Jannat said, Qad aflaha al-mu'minun. Allah, what can I say other than fortunate are those that will reside within me? Oh Allah, what can I say other than fortunate are those that will enter me? Allah then addressed Jannat and said, وَعِزَّتِي وَجَلَالِي لَا يُجَاوِرُكِ فِيكِ بَخِيلٌ. I swear by my grandeur, I will never allow a miser to put foot into you. I swear by my grandeur, I will never allow a miser to come close to you. When the Nabi of Allah was leaving this world, the greatest calamity and catastrophe that could come on human race. Can we imagine every man was sharing his pain and the agony of his separation. His honorable consorts, his honorable respective wives surround him, and each one crying, and knowing that now the Nabi of Allah and my husband is to leave. The Nabi of Allah left one advice to his wives. أَسْرَعُكُنَّ لُحُوقًا بِي أَطْوَلُكُنَّ يَدًا. Naturally, after the death of Nabi alayhi salam, Sahaba did not want to love making the wives of Nabi alayhi salam desire life. Nabi alayhi salam says, I know every one of you is desirous to join up with me quickly after my demise. The one that is most generous, Allah will give her death firstly to join me in Jannat. The one that has the longest hand, Nabi alayhi salam said, Inna Allah ba'atha habibi Jibreel. Allah sent my beloved Jibreel to Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. And he came and he told Ibrahim alayhi salam that Allah has told me that I must inform you, O Ibrahim, Inni lam attakhidhka khalilan ala annaka a'buda ibadilli. O Ibrahim, I have not made you my friend because you have worshipped me the most. وَلَكِنِ اطَّلَعْتُ عَلَى قُلُوبِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. But I searched the hearts of the believers. فَلَمْ أَجِدْ قَلْبًا أَسْخَى مِنْ قَلْبِكَ. And I did not find a more generous heart than yours. It was this generosity that inspired me to make you my friend and my prophet. In fact, in one riwayat it comes when Allah will command the kafir, a generous kafir, who will be thrown to Jahannam. فَيَقُولُ لِمَالِكْ خَازِنِ Jahannam. Allah will tell Malik, who is in charge of Jahannam, عَذِّبْهُ, punish this man. He will suffer eternity in Jahannam because of disbelief. وَخَفِّفْ عَنْهُ الْعَذَابَ عَلَى قَدْرِ صَفَائِهِ الَّذِي كَانَ فِي دَارِ الدُّنْيَا. But reduce his torment in relation to his generosity in this world. There is no other act of nobility that would avail a kafir on the day of Qiyamah. Of course, because of his kufr, he will suffer eternity in Jahannam. However, his punishment will be reduced in relation to his generosity. And this can be substantiated in another quotation. We know the incident of Samiri, the man who initiated the worship of the calf. In Ruh al-Ma'ani, with reference to Bahr al-Muhit, it is written that when Musa alayhi salam came, he wanted to kill this person because of the evil act that he did. Allah told Musa, O Musa, indeed his crime justifies that you murder him. However, he has one quality, and that is generosity. Because of that, curse him but don't kill him. And hence Musa ﷺ did not kill him, he only cursed him, and he lived a life of loneliness. So brothers, one avenue that Allah has provided is for us to present our wealth to the deen of Allah Ta'ala. We have to endeavor to advance ourselves both in physical ibadat as well as contribute in those forms of worship which are monetary related. I just want to speak on one aspect, and that is the virtue of charity. The hadith I quoted in the beginning, Nabi alayhi salam said, Badiru bis sadaqah. Hasten in giving charity, فَإِنَّ الْبَلَاءَ لَا يَتَخَطَّؤُهَا. No calamity and tragedy will come after charity. Nabi alayhi salam says that calamity will not surpass tragedy. What did the Nabi of Allah say? إِنَّ الصَّدَقَةَ تُطْفِئُ غَضَبَ الرَّبِّ. Verily charity cools down the anger of Allah. And that is why I often say, and I tried my best, and let me also advocate it at this platform, that when a person repents from a sin, then he recites Quran, he performs Salah, he should also give charity in the path of Allah. After every sin committed, as a token and as repentance from that crime, charity should also become a common practice. What did the Nabi of Allah say? It cools the anger of Allah. وَتَدْفَعُ مِيتَةَ السُّوءِ. And it safeguards a person from an unpleasant death. It diverts and averts calamities. People are talking of insurance and outsurance and cut out the middleman and lower premiums and whatever else have you. There is no better way you can insure yourself and your family than giving charity on the name of Allah. So, brothers, you, for example, and I will make mention of it later, Nabi alayhi salam encourages the businessman to give charity. A person has 10,000 rand, for example, his takings for the day. He gives 1,000 rand charity on the name of Allah. He comes home with 9,000. He feels he has multiplied, he has decreased that wealth. But I swear by Allah, that 1,000 has averted calamities of 90,000 rand. So one is to come home with 10,000. When the calamity comes, you have no choice. Now you pay for the medical bill, now you pay the penal beaters, now you pay the advocates, you pay the lawyers, and you get no sawab. You get absolutely no sawab in the process. Pay in advance and store in the bank of Allah. Get reward and have your calamities averted on the name of Allah. The hadith comes in Cause of Allaah. Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam says, "Kana fi man kana qablakum." In the previous nations there was a man who had an evil practice. That whenever a bird would lay an egg and it would hatch and a nestling would be born, this man, cruel man, would come and snatch that bird mercilessly in front of the parents. فَشَكَى ذَلِكَ الطَّيْرُ إِلَى اللَّهِ عَزَّ وَجَلَّ مَا يَصْنَعُ الرَّجُلُ. So this bird complained to Allah that, Ya Allah, every time I lay an egg and it hatches and I have a child and nestling, this man with cruelty comes and snatches my little one. I'm defenseless, I can't do anything, and he just continues this cruelty to me. So Allah Ta'ala inspired the bird. The hadith comes in, Ibn Asakir has made mention of it. إِنْ هُوَ عَادْ فَسَأُهْلِكُهُ. If this man ever does this action again, I will destroy him. Subsequently, a few months later, again, the bird lays an egg, it hatches, there are two nestlings. This man got to know about it, he comes, وَأَسْنَدَ سُلَّمًا, with him he comes with his step ladder, he knew the exact, precise location of that nest. فَلَمَّا كَانَ فِي طَرْفِ الْقَرْيَةِ, when he was in that locality, لَقِيَهُ السَّائِلِ, he met one beggar, and the beggar asked him for something, so he opened up whatever he had, فَأَعْطَاهُ رَغِيفًا مِنْ زَادِهِ, he took out a piece of bread and he threw it towards the beggar and he carried on. He came there, got onto the step ladder, got onto the nest, and mercilessly in the presence of the parents, he took that bird, وَأَبَوَاهُمَا يَنْظُرَانِ إِلَيْهِ, and the parents are looking at this man and say, Ya Allah, what is this here? Takes the nestlings and he goes away. So these birds complain to Allah. These are the words of my Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Ya Rabbana innaka wa'adtana an tuhlikahu in 'ad, wa qad 'ad, fa'akhadahuma wa lam tuhliku. Allah, you promised that when this man repeats this action, you'll destroy him. He has repeated it, but you haven't done anything. Allah then addressed those two birds and said, أَوَلَمْ تَعْلَمَ أَنِّي لَا أَهْلِكُ أَحَدًا تَصَدَّقَ فِي يَوْمٍ بِصَدَقَةِ ذَلِكَ الْيَوْمِ. Don't you know I will never harm nor destroy any man who has given charity on a day? Don't you know I will never harm nor destroy any man who has given charity on a day? It does not give us permission that now I'm not advocating that you do wrong and at the same time give charity. But more than often we perpetrate crimes. We invite the wrath of Allah Ta'ala upon us. Why not make charity a common practice? The Nabi of Allah said, مَا مِنْ عَبْدٍ يَتَصَدَّقُ بِصَدَقَةٍ إِلَّا حُفِظَ مِنْ أَنْ يَمُوتَ مِنْ لَدْغَةٍ أَوْ هَدْمَةٍ أَوْ مَوْتٍ بَغْتَةٍ. Whenever a man gives charity on that day, Allah will protect him from a sudden death, Allah will protect him from an accident, and Allah will protect him from being bitten by a snake. In that same riwayat of Kantul Ummal, it comes, there was a person in the time of Isa alayhi salatu wasalam. He used to annoy the people. So they came to Isa alayhi salam and they told Isa alayhi salam, this man has an evil practice. Isa alayhi salatu wasalam cursed him and said, today the man will die. يَمُوتُ أَحَدُ هَؤُلَاءِ الْيَوْمِ إِنْ شَاءَ اللَّهِ. The day passed on, people were happy, the curse of a Nabi, there is none to shelter this man. The next day comes, this man is still walking happily and he's, okay, and he's around. They came back to Isa alayhi salam, you cursed the man, but I don't know what happened, perhaps the curse went somewhere else. This man is still living. Isa alayhi salatu wasalam says, call the man here. He was brought before Isa alayhi salam, he had a bundle of wood and it was wrapped up in a cloth. Isa alayhi salatu wasalam told him, drop this here on the floor. He drops it, حُلَّ حَتَبَكْ, open it. When he opens it, فَإِذَا بِهَا حَيَّةٌ سَوْدَى, there is a venomous snake inside. Isa alayhi salatu wasalam told him, on my curse, the snake has been charged to poison you, but you did some action that has diverted my curse. Speak up, what is the good action you have performed? He says, no, I did absolutely nothing. Undur ma amilta, think properly, what have you done? He says, the only thing I can think, I was walking, a beggar came and I gave him a dirham, I gave it to him. He says, biha dufi'a anka. You have been saved from the curse of the Nabi of Allah because of that charity. My brother, what does Allah need on my... Allah is giving you another opportunity when that beggar comes to your door. What did he say? Give charity, make it a common practice. Why? There are 10 benefits. The first is, it will purify your wealth. Nabi alayhi salam said, Ala innal bay'a yahduruhu al-laghu wal-halafu wal-kidbu. O businessmen, or those engaged in trade. Listen, the hadith of Nabi alayhi salam. Verily, commerce, business and trade is such an interaction where you are prone to lie. You are prone to utter things that are useless, in vain, that do not conform with the dictates of Sharia. So make it a common practice daily to take out sadaqah, to purify your wealth and to serve as an atonement for things uttered during the course of the day which were not in accordance to the dictates of Sharia. Therefore, I urge the brothers in this gathering, brothers, make this a common practice daily to take out some charity, to purify your wealth and to save you from calamities. The second, tatheerul badan, it will purify your health and your body. The Quran says, خُذْ مِنْ أَمْوَالِهِمْ صَدَقَةً تُطَهِّرُهُمْ وَتُزَكِّيهِمْ بِهَا وَصَلِّ عَلَيْهِمْ. To take wealth from them and purify them. Giving sadaqah purifies your wealth, purifies your body. Thirdly, Nabi alayhi salam said, دَاوُوا مَرْضَاكُمْ بِالصَّدَقَةِ. O my Sahaba, how about curing your sick through sadaqah? O my Sahaba, how about curing your sick through sadaqah? Give charity on the name of Allah and Allah will cure your sick. The fourth, Nabi alayhi salam said, إِدْخَالُ السُّرُورِ عَلَى الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. It brings joy to the believer. And the noblest of actions is to bring joy to the believer.